All right. We're here. We're here. What is up, troopers? My name is Neon, and welcome to a brand new stream. The Battlefield 6 beta ended on Sunday or Monday, 4 a.m. I was lucky enough to play the game for at least an additional 40 minutes when it ended, because I don't know how, but I guess that it ended, and then we searched just before 4 a.m. and then we found a game. And then at that point, it's like, oh yeah, it's definitely done now. You know, at the end of the servers, and then all of a sudden, it just searched another game. So we had about 40 minutes extra of the beta, so that was a lot of fun. But as that has ended for right now, because technically it is kind of tomorrow, because it is tomorrow 4 a.m. if you think about it, you know what I mean? Like, I'll still be awake on Wednesday for Thursday 4 a.m. But right now, we're back onto the Battlefield 2042. I feel like we're probably going to have a lot of new faces today. So I thought this would be a good time to kind of show off the previous Battlefield. But yeah, we have a couple of other modes we can try out today. But I think we're going to just go with the Conquest 128 and just go from there. But yeah, welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Appreciate you all coming into the stream. You guys ready? You guys ready? Because I am. I'm sure ready. Turn the music down a little bit. So I'm testing something out right now, a OBS plugin, so hopefully when the OBS does okay and it doesn't like freak out, hopefully everything goes well. We're gonna find out. I thought I'd just do a little bit of testing or certain stuff. Mike, what's up, man? Just not the same, is it? It isn't. It just isn't, is it? It just isn't the same. I know, man. I know. I hope you're doing well, Mike. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing good. Oh, a little bit of a higher ping on this server. 56? Dude, I don't think I've ever had a ping of 56 before. That's new. This is really, really new. Dude, that's the first time I've ever seen my ping being 56 on this game. Quite a bit of AIs, isn't there? Muffin! What's up, Richard? So you missed the game? Dude, you telling me about it, man. Telling me about it. So, troopers, I basically slept the entire Monday. I think all of them days, it finally catched up. I'm not gonna lie. I think the last day of the beta before it closed, I was pretty beat. I'm not gonna lie with you. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Twitch. Yeah, I think Sunday it really took out of me. I didn't start streaming on Sunday until like 12 a.m. Oh, it was so bad. I woke up like nearly like 8 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh my goodness, bro. Sleep schedule is cooked. But then honestly though, like that's the thing. There's no need to fix it. You know what I mean? There's just no need to fix it. Because, like, for right now, if I try to fix my sleep schedule, then I have to mess up anyway, because I have to wake up at 4 in the morning for the beta. You know, because that's when it goes live, 4 in the morning. So that's when I'm going to be live. Just a regular PlayStation controller. Nothing special about it. But it's plugged into my PC right now, so I can get the controller cam. After 10 hours of troubleshoots, the two fresh gift up. What? Booting up the new Battlefield? You talking about the screen boot? Yeah, a bunch of people had issues with that. They should have made it a little bit more easy for people to play the game. You know what I mean? But it's supposed to be on by default, you see. Unless you had like different reasons. But this is why I don't mess about with PC, man. That's exactly the reason. Because like if you get a problem or something, it's more than just a little problem. And then it's like if you have to do a whole Windows install, then that's all my plugins, that's all my that's all my programs, you know what I mean? Like everything I'm using, you know, for editing, for Photoshop, you know, recording, for streaming, you know, OBS, you know, llJeezusll, and then like so on beyond then, you know. No, I don't have time for any of that. If I'm doing like a whole Windows install, I'm doing it because I have to, or I'm doing it if I have time. But honestly, because of my line of work, how important it is to get myself up and running, I actually prefer not to do anything. I would rather pay someone to do it all for me. You know, that might sound a bit lazy and all, but I want it to be perfect. You know what I mean? So I would rather pay a trooper to work on my stuff and get it all up and running. You know, Windows install, all my programs, getting everything all up and running. I'd rather pay someone to do that for me instead of me doing it myself. Because and nobody's got time for that, first off. And second off, you know how stressful that all is? And for me being dyslexic, I would struggle. Is that a guy? Bro, it's a guy. So that's not the problem, it's a cure boot. Oh, well, I didn't know, you didn't tell me. You just said, so after 10 hours of troubleshooting, so 2 hours, 2 times refresh is the installs I gift up. That's what you said. So I just assumed. I'm sorry. Alright. It's because the NVIDIAs are not updating the drivers. Oh. See? That's what I'm saying, man. Right there. Just gotta update your drivers. Like, even for me being on Delta Force, I wasn't pleased about being on PC. I honestly really wanted to be on console. Dude, I keep remembering now. I don't have my flick button anymore. So I was gonna go click that button, but I don't have it. It's such a crazy thing about, because on this game, there's no button to it. I have no button bind to the upper D-pad. Hopefully they can smoothen out the settings for 2042. Sorry, not 2042. Battlefield 6, because it was a little bit tricky to, well, first navigate, but go through all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do today, troopers, so I thought, you know what, we'll just do a little bit of Battlefield. I thought that would be a cool thing to do. I thought I'd consider there'd be a lot more new faces coming to the channel anyway. You know, especially with Battlefield in the scene and stuff. I thought this would be a good time to just show some stuff off, you know what I mean? See what everyone thinks about it and all that. But I think tomorrow, because we're going to do a stream on Wednesday, we're going to be technically doing 2 if you really think about it, because the other one's going to be for the Battlefield 6 beta. But I think at that stream, we will probably just chill more than anything, go through some Battlefield videos. I haven't watched any videos from anyone, so I would love to know what people's like reviews are for the game. Opinions, you know, probably see some gameplay and stuff like that, catch up some news related. But yeah, like when that beta came out, I did like nothing, but it just there was 3 things I did. Well, more, but you know what I mean. That was playing Battlefield, making videos, and sleeping. That's all I did. Alright, on Thursday I gave my wife a kiss on the head and I said I love you. And I'll see you on Monday. it's been it. And obviously, you know, I've been eating, clearly, drinking, obviously, you know. No beers though. I didn't have any beverages over. I wanted to have some beverages, but I think I was like so locked in. I had like energy drinks and everything. I didn't want a beer, honestly, but I should have. But I can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm excited. I honestly, with all the bugs and everything the game has, like, as long as they fix it, what is way more easier for them not to fix, because like the way how I played that game, it wasn't like the game was so bad like how it was the 2042, where it's like it's impossible for them to fix, you know. Like they can fix what's going on with their game. They can fix that. It isn't like they have to do a whole new map, you know. And even if they did work on the maps, they just need to tweak with them, because I think they're fine. I had a lot of fun with that game. Yeah, it could have been a honeymoon stage. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? But I also put like nearly 40 hours into the game. But I had fun. I really did. It truly felt like a Battlefield game. It really, really did. It was crazy, man. Like, you know, especially like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, even Hardline, even 2042. It's like I've forgotten what Battlefield truly is. Like, I played that game. Like, it made me feel like a kid a little bit. Just because, like, I know it sounds weird, but like, you know, I was a kid when Battlefield 3 and 4 was out, but it's just like playing them games, like Battlefield 6, it was just like, dude, it felt just like it. I had a lot of fun. It's very promising. I hope they can keep it and keep that execution. But the beta was extremely well received. A lot of people loved it, and even now, people had a great time. It was very well received overall. I am curious though to see what big maps they have though, because I felt like everything was just kind of impacted small. But then honestly, like, that's probably how the game's gonna be. It definitely is a bit more different, you know. I think like Battlefield 3 and 4 and stuff, they had like some of the big maps. But then the small maps, it played just like what it was Battlefield 6. But I didn't mind it. I thought there was plenty of infantry. I thought it was plenty of everything, really. It does feel weird to be on this game though, like everything, man. Like, even all my settings feel weird. So you think class would be locked? Honestly, I didn't play the class lock system at all. I didn't play anything. I played 2 games of domination, and that was it. And the only thing I played was Conquest, and that was it. I did nothing else. I didn't bother with any other modes. I just played Conquest, and that was it. I didn't even play the lock class thing. Should I? I probably should have, really, just to kind of see how it works. But honestly, it was pretty fun actually going around with an engineer class and using whatever weapon I like. You know, I haven't been like that crazy about like the open weapons, but I also don't mind it either. I think maybe they should just like maybe like lock certain guns, you know. So like kind of how Delta Force does it, where like some weapons are available but some are not. Will, how you doing, bud? Taco, welcome to the stream. Flash, welcome to the stream. Oh, hello. But yeah, I cannot wait for the second week. So they did say that not much will change from this second week. Like nothing like big or anything, but I hope on that one map, I've forgotten what it's called, but there's like a glitch where people can get out of the map. I hope they fix that, because that got a little bit rough at the end. I've realized how important team play is as well, because if you're an engineer, a bunch of teammates will sit behind you and they'll basically just farm XP. Oh. Perfect, this guy's surfing on me. Yeah, I realized how important it was when it came to being an engineer, because people will literally like sit behind the vehicle and get a bunch of XP, and it'll get pretty a challenge. Like there was a couple of times where there would be like 2 tanks fighting one another, right? And then you know, they're fighting, and then you got like 10 people in each tank, you know, just repairing consistently. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. But it shows though, like if you don't have like good engineers or something, you're gonna get run through. Oh, I just saved that guy's butt. Oh, I didn't realize the dog cam thing was on. Not bad.
They control more sectors than us. This is the path to
The K7... Oh, I have no clue, man. I have no clue. I haven't really kept up with Delta Force. I've been more busy with Battlefield and stuff. Dude, the fact is, right, that Delta Force put out one map, silent for basically a month, and then put out a weapon, and that's it after that. You know, they got console, but like, dude, it took so long, man. So long. You know, I was really rooting for Delta Force, but they've gone really sideways. They have. You know, they're becoming more like a COD game. They care about skins than the actual game itself. And their content is so bad, bro. So bad. I think like now I play Battlefield 6 and stuff, Delta Force is nothing compared to Battlefield. Nowhere near. I think the only close game that Delta Force is 2042. You know what I mean? It's just it's basically like the 2042 if they actually did it properly ish. You know, because like Delta Force still has the same issue with this game. Their maps are too open. Yeah, I was really rooting for Delta Force, but they kind of dropped the ball, man. And the way just how good Battlefield 6 is and stuff, like, dude, I don't even know how I'm gonna go back to Delta Force. But I am glad for it to come on console, though. I'm definitely glad about that. I cannot wait, because like that's been a big thing for me, man, because I wanted to be on console for Delta Force for a long time. So the only thing I'm worried about is if they're actually going to do it properly, because when they done the beta test for the console build, it was the same controller support what it was on the PC, and the PC was it was mouse and keyboard input. You know how crazy that is? So basically, like, you know, your right stick would be your mouse, and then the left stick would be your ADS, well, WASD, sorry. Brain's thinking too hard. So yeah, they had keyboard and mouse input on, and it was rough. Super rough. So hopefully they fix it. Because if it isn't proper control support and it's still like keyboard and mouse support, yeah, man, they're in trouble. Hey, Feynix! Thank you for the review, man.
Feynix Gaming has become a PWA
I want Battlefield 6 back.
No, I want BF6 back, damn it.
I want it back too. So hey, Neos, to go back to 2042s after Battlefield 6 is quite... It's tough. It is tough. I think the time when this game actually does go down, like Battlefield 6 goes down after its beta, I think that time during September, I'm probably just going to focus on Delta Force console. Honestly. I don't think I can go back to this game properly. I wanted to play some Battlefield today anyway, because I wanted to be on my console, and this was really what I had on here. I deleted a bunch of games on my console because I thought I needed some room for Battlefield, but then I go and find out it was only like 55 gig. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to test out some recording stuff. I've done a thing with my OBS. So I have like this OBS vertical plugin, and they changed the canvas to just 1080p, so it's horizontal. And I'm testing it out for recording, so separate recording from my streaming. So I won't need to run 2 OBSs. But I'm gonna see how it works. Right now it seems like it's working fine, but I want to see how the footage looks and everything. Is this early? Nah, man, just messed up sleep schedule. I had like 3 hours of sleep. It's been really hot. It's thank goodness it's cooling down now. What's really nice, but it's been really warm. Been kind of struggling to sleep. Yeah, the problem is that I don't have an AC in my bedroom. It kind of sucks actually, but yeah, I don't have an AC in my bedroom. The reason why I don't is because the window we have is a side window, not like going up. So I probably got to do the whole song and dance of like getting something set up for it. I don't know, but I'm right next to the bathroom, and in the bathroom we could put an AC. So I let the cool air push through to the bathroom, and I use a fan to push it into the bedroom, and it kind of works, but it's still tough. Good morning, Neon. How you doing? I'm doing alright, man. A little bit tired and stuff. I'm trying to figure out what's the way to, like, do my schedule, because I have to be up at, like, 4 in the morning on Thursday, but I also don't want to fix my sleep schedule either. The plan I have for the streamathon is I want to stream for at least, like, 6 hours, and then I'm probably going to take, like, a quick nap before Feynix gets here. And then when he gets here, then we'll get ourselves up and running again. But that was my plan. My plan was that I wanted to stream for about 6 hours, and then I was going to take like a little nap. But that's going to be during our streamathon, so I'm just going to be sleeping on stream. But don't worry, I won't be counting the timer when I'm sleeping. But I know I have to. Like, that's the thing. Like, honestly, I would love to just stream way more longer on that day. But I'm already waking up 4 in the morning, as it is. So I'm obviously going to be pretty tired. Try to get that flag, can I? Whew. So you just need one like I have in my office? What's the one you have in your office? It's like a tube one or something? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I want to try to make sure I, like, time it properly, so then when you come here, I'm actually awake. I don't want you to come in, I'm, like, passed out. But I know I'm going to be super, super tired anyway. But I'll try to mess up my schedule the best I can, so I am pretty awake for that time. But we also don't know how long the streamathon's gonna be. You know, for right now, troopers, our streamathon timer is 5 hours and 40 minutes. Obviously, when it starts counting stuff, we might get up a little bit longer. But we don't know how long the streamathon's gonna be. But that's the timer what we have right now. Oh, easy, easy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie with you guys. Like, playing 2042 and just knowing that we play Battlefield 6, it's hard. It's so hard. Like, I'm playing fine, considering that I have different control settings on Battlefield 6 to this game. But it feels weird. You have any goals to stream for? Yes, I do have some goals to stream for. I actually have them over here. These are my goals. So for it, we have the no HUD challenge, so we disable the HUD. We got chat choosers loadout, so you guys will build my loadout. We got the marshmallows. We do. And then, I think we probably have to remove the drunk goggles because it looks like I'm having issues getting that delivered in time because of Amazon. I don't think it's going to be here on time. So I probably have to remove that one. But we got the marshmallows one. That's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. So basically, it'll get to like a mode. I call it the marshmallow mode. And then people just come in, just start putting like single donations. And then each one is a marshmallow, you see, and we just keep going from there. I'm not eating them, I'm just putting them in my mouth and then playing the game. But it's basically just like, you'll see it how it works, alright? But anyway, then we had let chat to roast you 15 minutes, so the wife will I got this. Let the chat roast you for 15 minutes. I said my wife will read them out loud, so she'll just read them. And then obviously I had the drunk goggles, but I probably had to remove it because this ain't gonna be here. And I'm getting the wifey to be here to play some Battlefield. That AI is the new improved one, apparently. But yeah, I probably have to remove the goggles because I don't think they're gonna be here on time. In Amazon. Can it just turn up, huh? No. But yeah, man, like, look at this, dude. Like, look at this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just here. Nothing. Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, like, how this game is compared to others. Hey, that was a weird slide he made. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people kind of got confused because, like, you know, it is like a 4-day wait period. Oh no, I'm not. Put me somewhere closer. But like, yeah, you got to think about it. Yeah, it's, you know, tomorrow is really the day. You know, we didn't have to wait that long at all. My Monday went really, really quick because all I basically did was sleep. I did nothing else, just sleep. Dude, we done a lot of gaming. A lot of gaming. And then that's the thing, right? That's what you guys just saw. You guys didn't even see, like, me editing videos and all of that and stuff, you know? That's all I did, man. It was so much. And that's basically all I'm doing this weekend too. Literally, Feynix has come in here to my house just to slob out some Battlefield. You know what I mean? Like, if we ain't gamers, then I don't know what is, you know what I mean? Like, bros come into my house just to play some Battlefield with me. And if there ain't nothing more better than that, I don't know what is, man. Alright? It's gonna be some good times.
We're down to our last reinforcements. We cannot give up. Echo sector has been secured by hostiles.
The enemy holds the majority of sectors.
It's old school lamb pie. Oh man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And you got plenty of room. You got plenty of room because I sorted out that guest room. So I made more room. So you got 2 desks in there. So you basically have an L desk. So you have plenty of room for your setup and all your good stuff and everything. I got you some microphones so you could just pick which mic you want. Obviously you know the Elgato one, so LXRs, USBs. I don't have any stands, but I have stands, just not mic arms. I got you some tripods. I have a ring light. I got you a tripod, so for your phone. So as you're already doing like one monitor or whatever, you know, you can tripod the phone and stuff, so you can have that. I'm hooking you up, Feynix, this time, okay? I'm hooking you up, man. Smokey, what's up, dude? Smokey. Do, 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 do. Yeah.
Begin evacuating NOPAD forces.
Yeah, you're basically gonna be pretty much next to me anyway, Feynix, because it's just the hallway, and then that room is right there. You know what I mean? So if you scream something, I'm gonna hear you clear as day. There's a bunch of info for the next week of beta. Will they just post it? This is new or old? Remember, yeah, I had that. That was that was. Yeah, I made it into a guest room, but I popped out like 2 of the beds. So I made more room. I told an event. Oh, okay. My bad.
هنروح فين يا جماعة؟
Atom next time. I'm just picking on you. Why am I?
Seismic activity in British Columbia has damaged a Canadian-U.S. research facility base. A landslide has exposed the interior and damaged the surrounding area. The Russians wrongly allege that this has revealed a military weapon and are deploying forces onto Canadian soil to secure it. Not on my watch. Let's send Ivan home.
Oh yeah, that looks great. Nice, dude. Yes. That's so sick. So I actually pulled off, troopers. Backtrack recording. And I pulled it off. I have to show you this because like flex. Well, it's not, but like anyway, just have a look, right? Have a look at this. Look at this genius work I did. You see this? This is OBS, okay? All right, and all this, right? So right now, this is a vertical plugin, right? So you're supposed to watch the vertical streams on your phone, I think. Well, I basically changed it to 1080p. I did, so I made it horizontal. And now I can use just one OBS, because before I used two OBS. That's what I did. But now that's not the case. So I just use one OBS now. It was great because that saves like a bunch of memory as they're running 2 OBSs now. But yeah, I've done like separate recordings on one OBS. The only thing is I can't do vertical streaming, but until like YouTube fixes the vertical streams and they add them with horizontal, I'm just not going to stream vertical because it keeps splitting the audience, and with it being 2 chats and like just basically 2 streams, it honestly I feel like it hurts the streams because like I experiment that on I think Friday or Saturday, and I did like a vertical streams with a normal stream, and I was like getting like 15 viewers or something, and then I think it was like it was quite a bit on the vertical side, but that's of course because just the way the algorithm works for it. But then as soon as I stopped the vertical, the horizontal just went so much bigger. So I think it kind of hurts the horizontal more than anything. But it's splitting the audience doesn't really do the justice. You know, it's not what I want. In this game? Oof. I made so many assault rifle videos. So many, dude. Probably like the AK. So I pre-ordered Battlefield 6. Nice, nice. Which edition did you get? And so they also bought a new controller. Ooh. You're getting yourself ready, huh? You know it, you know it. He played that beta and he was just like, yeah, I gotta be ready for this one. Dude, it's gonna be so good. So good. I had so much fun in that beta. Yeah, Battlefield 5 still has Conquest servers running. So it play well in the Series S? Well, that's new generation, so yes, definitely. Because this game's also available on old gen. So Battlefield 6 got you hyped. Dude, I'm pumped, man. Yeah, so tomorrow's stream, we're going to be just going over a lot of Battlefield stuff. I want to watch a couple of people's content and stuff too. I really want to see what people's opinion is with this game. And see if they're liking it as well. I know a lot of people talked about certain like bugs and glitches with the game. So I want to go over all of that as well. But yeah, since the beta came out, I didn't watch anyone's video. It kind of, I don't know, it's weird actually, because like for YouTube, I like to support my friends, you know what I mean? Even just popping in, leaving a like, you know. But I haven't watched anyone's streams. I haven't watched anyone's videos. I didn't. The only thing I did was just focus on my own channel, my own content, sleep, and then Battlefield. That's it. So I really want to see what everyone's opinions is with this game, or Battlefield 6. And see, at least to see if some of my opinions are similar to theirs. But the game seems pretty well received. Everyone likes it, even with like the bugs that was going on. I'm just glad that nothing major was broken with the game. You know, the search, like squad up stuff, like all your game crashing, that was a little bit of a pain. But it wasn't like it was terrible, it just needed a restart, you know. So it wasn't like it was the end of the world. Bloody hell, couldn't get it. Ooh. Double kill there. Oh, Smokey making a Battlefield vid? Dude, we had some great comms, you know. I like, when I was going through, like, my footage for the game, like, I didn't realize, like, how good I don't know, I usually when I'm, like, with people, there's, like, two things. I listen to them rage, or they just want to talk about something else what isn't gaming. You know what I mean? And for a creator, I hate it. I hate it. You know what I mean? Unless I'm doing solo streaming, this is when I will really, really engage with people, chit and chat, do my own thing. You know, but when I'm with people, I can't deal with that, man. I can't deal with the raging or the out of, like, topic. But dude, the squads we had was solid, man. Like, it was proper comms and everything. Like, the chat loved it. I loved stuff like that, man. Yeah, you know, the thing is, viewers are very sensitive. You know what I mean? So it's just like, even if I'm not raging, if someone else is raging, I'm sharing that voice, people hate that. You know what I mean? And it annoys me because I know it's annoying them. And if it's annoying me, then I already know it's annoying them. You know what I mean? But dude, I loved how it was with the group, man. We had some great comms. Great comms. We was locked in. Hey, coming in with the one dodo.
$1 through Super Chat.
Thank you. Thank you, man. We had the 2-minute timer for that. Thank you, bud. Appreciate the dodo. Dude, that comeback we had, I don't know what game it was. It was like near the last one. I think it was me, Feynix. Well, obviously it's me. And me, Feynix, Optic, and Smokey. And we had that last... no, it wasn't last game. I think it was the last one before that. I looked at the recording of that. We was down by like 300 or 400 tickets. And then we were all the way down. I think it was like 300 tickets. And we had like 80 points left. And I don't know how, but we turned from 80 tickets from 300 to a W. I had no clue how we pulled it off, but we did. That was such a great comeback. So graphics are amazing. So also want to buy a headset. Do you recommend one? See, I kind of wish I could recommend headsets, but like my headsets had better days, and I haven't even got myself a new one. I had the Reason Kraken V2. And they were really nice. They're nice and small. They don't feel heavy or clunky or anything. They're comfortable, and they were reasonable price too. I got them for like 80 bucks. But my wireless dongle broke on it like 2 years ago, and ever since then I've been wired. And I hate having a wired headset. That's the reason I bought this headset in the first place, so I didn't have to be wired. But it stopped working. Oh, another dodo coming in with a back-to-back. So that's 210 more minutes.
Ben has just tipped $5 through
we
Super
did that,
Chat.
man.
Let's add 10 more minutes.
Let's go, dude. Thank you. Did it work? Yeah, it worked. But yeah, I don't really know what headset to recommend. Me and my wife, we're going to buy a new pair in November. Because we're both in need of new headphones. But I'm waiting for it to be cheaper and better deals for the Black Friday stuff. But I'm not too bummed about spending quite a bit of money, because I can add it to my taxes. So... yeah, my tax lady, she told me that anything I buy in its evolved work, I must add it to my taxes. I was like, okay, tax lady. I even put in Battlefield 6 on my taxes, dude. I'm even buying the 120, man. I spent on Battlefield 6. I'm adding that to my taxes. Man, it does feel so weird. Everything's like quiet. You know what's crazy too, troopers? I have war tapes on. I changed the setting for war tapes because I had so much fun with it. I was like, dude, I gotta have war tapes on.
Our forces have taken more sectors than the enemy. This is how we defeat them.
Eat my bullets. Eat them. Oh, here he comes. Huh? Dunno. Also Division 2. That's all good, man. That's all good. What the freak? Dude. Bloody hell, man. You're coming in
Ben
with the
has just tipped
free
$5 through
donos.
Super Chat. Got to
God
push it
damn.
to 6 hours now.
Yeah. There you go, man. It's 6 hours and 2 minutes now. Let's go. Well, my plan for the streamathon was going to be this, okay? I have to wake up super early because it's launching at 4 in the morning. I'm trying my best to cook the sleep schedule. Alright, because I really want to mess up my sleep schedule. Okay, because I'm waking up super late. But the plan is if I got really tired after the 6 hour mark, I was going to just sleep. And then we go back gaming again. But I have this whole everything set up, so if I need to sleep, then we're doing the whole sleep on stream stuff. Well, I've never done before, but honestly, I don't think I really care. I think you guys will be fine with it. I think I'll be pretty fine with it too. I don't think I'm going to be weirded out. Like, because let's be real, it isn't the first time I have fallen asleep on stream. I passed out on stream a couple of times. I passed out a couple of times on stream, so... And that's just because I just fell asleep. So I think we'll be fine. I gotta make sure to wear at least some sort of clothes. Because I'm a little bit worried that, you know... Well, wear shorts, you know what I mean? Like, anything can happen with shorts, you know? So I gotta make sure, like, you know. That's right. Yeah, you remember some of them, Optic. I don't know how we, like, fell asleep from. I think one of them was Battlefield 5. It was, like, something going on with Battlefield 5. And I just, like, nodded off. Looked like a little nap. It's a Neon's little Neon hangout. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the last thing I need, you know? Sleep streams. Yes, they definitely have, you know what I mean? It definitely has. Well, you know, you gotta think about it. You know, imagine making money while sleeping. And it's becoming a thing. I won't be adding, my timer won't be counting when I'm sleeping. I'm not gonna be bleeding out the timer when I'm sleeping. I don't think that's fair. Anything added will be, like, added to the timer. You know, so if I get anything during them times, it will be added. But I'm not gonna be bleeding out the timer when I'm sleeping. I don't think that's right. Oh, hang on. Oh, you little bugger. But yeah, there's some people out there, you know. You know, where they will just sleep and they make a lot of money while sleeping. Yeah, some ladies, they sure know what to do. Yeah, I feel like, man, if I was a chick, I think I'd be alright. That I would know what to do. That makes sense. I'll make sure I sleep on stream with, you know, my booty pointing. You know, getting the OF account. And you know Optic will be my top supporter. You know it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie with you. I think Optic would be my top supporter if I did it now anyway.
That's one down. Cover me.
But this will technically be the first time we actually have, like, slept on stream. But I have some, like, cool ambient music going, you know, so it'll be, like, nice and relaxing. So it won't be any crazy music, so if you guys want to, you could just have it playing in the background so it sounds calm and relaxing and stuff. And you'll also realize how extremely spoiled my dogs are. Because my dogs are not like, I feel like my dogs are not like normal dogs. Like, yes, they will sleep at the end of the bed. But do they want to sleep at the end of the bed? No. Like, especially my dog Lily, the white one you see a lot. That dog sleeps like a human, bro, I swear. Right, she will lay down and put her head on a pillow. So can you upload videos from PlayStation 5 to YouTube? Yes, yeah, you can. You can also stream on YouTube for your PlayStation. Same as Twitch. You can clip stuff. You can upload it. How to do that, I do not know. Oh! Optic coming in with the 29, man! God damn! Let's go.
Opticmstr donated $29. Let's make it an Eve 7 hours.
Is that actually 7 hours? Wow, did you done the maths on that, right? I was gonna say, don't let me do the maths on that. That's 7 hours? You know, there's only one way to do this. And then it'll be additional, was it 40? So what's that, another 20? It is, yeah. Oh. It is 7 hours. God damn. Thank you so much, Optic, coming in with the $29 donation, man. Thank you so much. Dude, I got all right there for a second. I was like, oh god, I have to do the maths on this. I was like, I'm gonna put out a calculator, man. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate the love. Look at that, man. 7 hours on that timer. Well, we're definitely sleeping on stream. That's pretty obvious. Yeah, I want to make sure I get some sleep before Feynix gets here. He's estimating to be here around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm going to be streaming at 4 in the morning. And we'll probably be live just before then.
Hostile just took sector record.
Ah, it got really hot in this room again. See, I've forgotten how hot it's been because, like, it's been so warm the last couple of days. But I've been sleeping these times. I haven't even been awake at this point. You know, during the beta, all I did was just sleep. That was it. You know, these times I did. And then at night, I just sat there and just gamed and just played. Because it was so much cooler to just game late at night. So much cooler.
One of our objectives is under attack.
Oh, we need to get some of these flags. We're winning, but we're losing a lot of flags right now. So do you troopers notice anything different with the audio in this game? Because I changed it to war tapes. I enjoyed war tapes so much on Battlefield 6. Does it sound different to you?
Tango, 60
We're
meters away from
maintaining sector control. Keep the Russians out.
Oh, I messed up. How's I rate out of 10? It's a Battlefield experience. Ooh. How would I rate out of 10? I think for right now, I'm going to be pretty strict. And I'm going to be a jerk. Because I wanted to truly win me over. I don't want to be fooled. And that makes sense. I don't want to be fooled. I'm enjoying myself right now. But I'm also feel like I'm in that puppy stage, you know, honeymoon stage, all of that, you know, I'm having a good time and everything. All my friends are playing. So I'm going to be harsh-ish, but also strict. I think with all the bugs and how the game performs and everything, 7 out of 10. That's what I'll do. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. So. I give that now. Because I do enjoy it. But I need the game to grow on me. Once it grows on me, I can truly understand how that game works. And if it's good or not. You know what I mean? Once after like a season or two, if they do a really good job of their seasons, they put out a lot of content, everything about the game is just booming, it's just overall great, especially content wise. That's very important. You know, I'm sick and tired of this one map every 3 months crap. They got to give us more than that, dude. It's draining. Delta Force is the same way. I'm bored as hell with that game. You know what I mean? It's the same thing how it was bloody like a year ago. It's boring. Can't do that anymore. You know, that will bring negatives to the game. But if they do a good job with the seasons and they release a good amount of content, I don't know how much is a good amount of content in my eyes, but it's enough to make me happy and others happy too. If that's the case, I would give it an 8 out of 10 at that point. So that would be like 6 months down the line. If this game still impresses me, they fix basically everything at that point, and the game's running great, and they just keep doing a better job again, that 8 out of 10 could potentially become a 9 out of 10. And if that is the case, then at that point, Battlefield 6 would be in my top 3 best Battlefields. because my top three, my top two best Battlefields right now, it has to be Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3. And then I'll probably have to put Battlefield 1 into the mix. Yes, Battlefield 4, of course, was a good game. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's bad. But, you know, I remember what it was like at launch. You know, and at the end of the day, your game came out. You know what I mean? It sucks that it took an entire year for the game to get good. But, like, you know, it's still launched. So I can't consider Battlefield 4 as a good Battlefield because it was the donkey Battlefield at the start. So, yeah, really, for me, it's Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, and then Battlefield 1. They are my top Battlefields. But if Battlefield 6 is good, it'll overthrow Battlefield 1 with ease. And then, considering that Battlefield 6 is so similar to Battlefield 3, then that'll just be instantly just taken over from second place. So then that'll probably be my second, like, all-time favorite game, is if they do a good job on Battlefield 6. But the reality is nothing's going to overtake Bad Company 2. It just truly just such a goated game. And it was amazing memories I had in that game too. I can't say that anything is better than Bad Company 2. So how's the finals doing? I haven't played the finals in ages. Yeah, the last season I was gonna play it because that was when we hit our 28,000 subs. But I got a fake copyright strike from all that Delta Force crap, and I just didn't play it. After that, I just didn't. So it's good, Jordan, and of course the office went bananas. That's alright, man. At least they didn't go apples. If they don't allow console capture on the weekends, so I'm gonna console capture. You having issues with that? I could capture. No, nah. I streamed. I streamed Battlefield 6 on Twitch through my console because people were saying about that. But it worked for me. Xbox. Get to play a couple of games in the beta this time. It starts Thursday. Yeah, it's going to start Thursday morning. 4 in the morning. What's your schedule looking like, JP? Optic's off for like 2 weeks, man. He's going to be slobbing that game out with us. You going out of town again? Oh, is that work related? Tell him you're sick. Tell him you ain't feeling good. So I got the bug and DICE can't patch it. You think about the Razer headset? I like it, I just want a new one. My Bluetooth dongle thing doesn't work, so I can't use it wireless anymore. I hate that. I miss using a wireless headset.
An abandoned ship beach at the old Panama Canal has been revealed as a hotbed for Russian intelligence operations. We need to secure the vessel and all surrounding territory before the enemy shows up to blow their secret sky high. Watch if that wind changes, though. Last thing we need is an entire unit tossed out by a tornado. This is a hot drop. The second you land, be ready to fight.
Yeah, I maxed out everything on Battlefield 6 already. I was max rank, all the weapons are completed. But new content that week. I don't know exactly what we're getting. I don't know exactly what we're getting. Hopefully we get some more weapons, because there's a lot of weapons you guys need to try out. I was lucky enough to be in labs, and in labs there's a lot of weapons. I think there was like 6 or 7 for the assault, and even then that was limited. It was nice though to use weapons where they didn't have a skin with text on it where it said placeholder. It's also actually nice to talk about labs. I couldn't even talk about labs for so long, man. Everyone was just like to me going, Neon, have you played labs? I don't know. I couldn't even tell anyone, dude. I was like, I don't know.
Back on your feet. Cover me.
But yeah, I was very lucky enough to play labs all the way from February, dude. So it's definitely nice to see the improvement over the like half a year of how much this Battlefield 6 has improved. You know, that movement in June was a lot more crazy. I wouldn't say it was crazy. I honestly would say it was better. It was faster. But I think considering the response of movement from people, probably the right decision to make the movement what it is today. Because people were already freaking out from the movement as it was, but they would not like the June movement. Oh, dude, I have no clue what's the best headset, really. Honestly, whatever is just simple to make. I'm not a big fan of headsets where you have to download the whole freaking software for it. I just want to plug it in and that's it. You know what I mean? What's the sprinting fast? No, the sprinting wasn't faster. It was just the movement itself. It was just more faster. It was like if you slide, you could like instantly like turn around much more quicker. But there's a lot of things what they had in the beta what I never experienced. Like, I didn't experience, like, the flick backwards thing. That's a new thing. Yeah, flicking backwards was something I never experienced in labs until the beta. And I also never experienced that big map. I keep forgetting what, you know, the one where you just basically look at the rocks and there's just scope glints everywhere. That map. Yeah, I never had the chance to play that map. Unfortunately, I missed them. Yeah, the labs playtest, they was like very strict. It was like only an hour and a half. That was it. It was just an hour and a half every once every 2 weeks. That was it, and that was only here and there. But I missed them because I was just like, I was busy, I was doing something else, or I was out and about. So I was kind of annoyed that I missed out playing that map, but I'm glad I had a chance to play it now. Yeah, that's the map. Yeah, it's gonna take me a little while to remember all the maps. You know what I mean? I'm trying to remember the weapons as there is. Like what we got in that game. And there's like a PDW or something like that. You got the SGX, M4A1, M433, MVO. Yeah, see, like I know there's more, but I just can't remember the names. I'm trying to remember all that. I'll learn all the weapons sooner or later, especially when I start making builds for most of them. Honestly though, the M4 was really, really good, dude. That was a good gun. Yeah, MVO was a nice gun. It reminded me like like the Scar, but just like AK type of form. It was nice to have a heavy hitter AK instead of a high rate of fire one. But the M4A1 was brutal, dude. That was a good gun. Oh, that's JP. I'm sorry, man. You like the M4? Yeah, I like the M4 too. Sure, it's getting pretty warm. Yeah, if your troopers haven't left a like yet, please do. Would appreciate it.
Multiple tangos!
Russians have lost strength. Cracks are showing.
That's one down. East. Need to reload.
Yeah, for they're in there. Oh, maybe not. We use llJeezusll? Not really. Well, I've tiered 1 everything in this game. So I got all my weapons maxed out. So I have used llJeezusll in the past, but not really my go-tos. I'm more of an assault, really. I love going around with ARs. I felt like assault rifles are extremely good anyway.
Attack Charlie 2.
Now we get him. Oh. The advance, it was very crazy when it released, but then that was before the spread mechanic and thing came along. Yeah, because for like the longest time in this game, for at least like nearly 3 years of this game being out, once they removed the weapon bloom, everything was just a laser beam. Every gun was. You could just like dink people from like miles away.
We now hold more sectors than they do. Good work.
Too slow to reload. Yeah, they can be. Gotta use it the right way. I think llJeezusll is still pretty nice though. I think all weapons are really good if used in the right way, but everyone has a certain playstyle. And my playstyle, it just feels like it's just perfect with assault. I realized that in Battlefield 6 as it was, like going around with assault as an engineer, that was probably my favorite route. I think assault engineer is going to be like my main class, because I could streak, I can get like, you know, farm some clips or whatever, but I also could be a really good asset to keeping vehicles alive and taking down vehicles. So I realized in Battlefield 6 that it was very important to be an engineer. What am I going to do for the 2 months of waiting for Battlefield 6? I'm going to do a little bit of Delta Force because we have the console release. Ooh. So I have that to focus on. I'm kind of hoping that will, like, you know, get me through September. I think before the launch of the game, I'll probably just like take like a week off or something.
Charlie 2 under attack by the enemy.
Might as well.
Friendly control. Our troops have captured Sector Charlie.
I'll probably take like a week off before the crazy starts. That's what I'll probably do. Yeah, launch day is gonna be wild, dude. It's gonna be wild. You know, beta was just a tease of the grind. God.
We've got Sector Alpha.
I'm excited, man. I'm very, very excited. Like, it's only been like 4 days of Battlefield 6 beta. And I have done basically, honestly, in 4 days, I have done the same amount of growth and everything, like growth, all of it, income-wise, all of that in just 4 days, what I would do in a month. Yeah, Battlefield 6 pretty wild for me, bro. Like, yeah, I'm super, super excited for it. There's definitely a lot of hype behind it and all that. Like, dude, we popped off during that beta, man. Like, we started that beta, like, on 29k. You know? Now we're on 30, nearly 30.2. Well, a lot of content now has calmed down, so I think the channel will calm down.
Just took Sector Alpha.
But that's just because the beta ended.
They are assaulting Charlie.
Tell you what, right? Had some really questionable people yesterday, though. There was one person saying, like, Battlefield failed, and he was just showing off, like, the drop player count, not knowing that the beta ended. I noticed that a couple people was saying that, being like, oh, well, the game's already dead. Look how many people stopped playing the game. And I'm like, yeah, because no one can play the game. There was one guy where I said to him, like, I made a video talking about the cheaters, like how many they banned. And I said, yeah, they banned up to 330,000 cheaters. And then this guy was like, how can they ban over 330,000 cheaters when the game peaked to like 520? And I was like, oh my god. I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude, I was gonna respond to it, but it was such a dumb response. I couldn't reply to it. But yeah, he was just like, how did this many people get banned if the game only peaked 520,000? I was like, you kidding me? I was like, that's at one moment. That's how many people are there. I'm like, the amount of people get on and off. And they even said about it. Battlefield tweeted it. Say, they tweeted on how many players it was Battlefield did, and they said up to 15 million people played the beta. 15 million people played in 4 days. It was crazy. But yeah, that one guy's comment, I was just like, Jesus Christ. It's like, we can't be that dumb, can we? Yeah, well, the settings video was pretty obvious it was going to do well because, like, so many people had issues with finding the right settings. Nice that I got a lot of praise with them settings video, actually. So I'm glad I had the right settings for everyone to use. But yeah, I think the reason that done a lot of well is just because a lot of people did struggle. So you join us and make some room? Sure.
The enemy is in control of Charlie.
Oh, JP's in now. JP, kick one of these people. You decide. And then we'll get up again. Yeah, I'm not squad lead, so I'm trying to get JP to kick him.
What's next? Bomber selected! Cover me!
Take back those sectors.
Threat eliminated! I'm out! Reloading!
Objective secured.
Oh, he's not even squad lead now. Someone else is. Okay, I'm just gonna make a new squad. Oh, no, he's here. Optic's here. Wait, so how did that guy get squad lead? I don't know. Yeah, welcome everyone. Appreciate you all coming into the stream. Hope you're all doing well. Looks like YouTube's got a little bit of a new UI going on. Which video was that? It was Battlefield 6. Oh yeah. But I have settings videos for this game too. Yeah, I played this game for its entire cycle, so I have everything covered for Battlefield 2042. Like, I mean everything. Like, there shouldn't be any questions for people to ask me for 2042. It's all there. Yeah, I played a lot of this game. And it kind of, you know what? Kind of annoying. Because, like, now knowing how good Battlefield 6 really is, I can't believe I put that many hours into this game. The amount of running simulator I've done. I do think, though, 2042 is truly going to be, like, a forgotten game. I think once Battlefield 6 comes out, I don't think there's going to be anyone that's going to really bother this game. Which means you're going to double the time. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know, man. We'll see. I've also got better with my time and stuff. I slowly trying to get better with more of a time management of like how much time I should be like streaming, like working wise and all that. You know, there's a lot of things I know what is very important to do, and it doesn't involve streaming. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not a streamer who sits there and plays like 7 hours a day. You know, I did some of that through Battlefield 6 just because I was enjoying it and it was new. But I don't usually do like the long gaming stuff. I like to use my time wisely. Because, you know, I could sit there and game for like, you know, 8-7 hours, but content still needs to be edited. You know what I mean? Like, work needs to be done, and that's just gonna add way more longer time. And usually my videos will take even longer than my streams anyway. Yeah, the graphics on Battlefield 6 look amazing. Really, really good. But then honestly, I think 2042's graphics look pretty nice as well. It's just that there isn't as much graphic look with the game, you know? Yeah, Battlefield Portal is going to be super, super good. I'm excited to see what maps people make. So no cartoonish type of graphic? No, just pure, sharp, realistic graphics, I guess, you know. I think not many games can make their games look that good. Hang on. Oh. I know like games like, you know, if they're like Unreal Engine or something, that could probably be look pretty nice. But Unreal Engine is extremely tough to run. Unreal Engine 4 is good, but it's limited. So much you can do. Unreal Engine 5 is very good. But there's quite a lot of issues when it comes to PC performance. It's still pretty performance hog. And obviously you got like the Frostbite, and the Frostbite is a pretty good engine. Okay, so my ping's better now. Oh, we're dropping 30 kills. Hey, David Brown, what's up, man? How we doing? What you been up to? Must have been bored, huh? This fight is rough. Yeah, it was kind of got a little bit whooped on this one. But it was doing really good at the start, and then everyone just decided to lose flags.
Hold on, reloading.
Charlie 1 under attack by hostiles.
Just took an objective. We got Charlie.
The King goes snipe on the outskirts. Wait, are you in the game? Are you with us? I see him.
No one dies.
Wait, are you with us? Oh, I didn't see him. Was he only over team? I don't know. Alright, give me a second. Gonna gotta take some Tylenol, man. Get a little bit of headache. Give me a second. Sorry, we'll let the game start up.
هنروح فين يا جماعة؟
Oh, man. Oh. Hell. Oh. What's up? Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. They doing seasonal updates? Yes. Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't take too long for them not to add content. I'll be pretty annoyed if it takes ages to add content to it. 6 months is too long. 3 months is too long as well. Most people release content for a game a month later or something like that. But we'll see, You know, they're releasing it around October, so they might use that for it, and then January might be something. But we know we're going to get the BR. The BR is going to be a huge thing, man. It's going to be a big update. Use rechargeable batteries? On what? On controller? I don't think these PlayStation controllers don't have batteries. Well, you can't like take them out or anything. My headset don't either. Just plugged in. What game is this? It's Battlefield 2042. Oh, DJ's in here. What's up, man? I love how I saw Optics comment from it. I was like, you said sup DJ. I was like, where is he? How you feeling, man? How's your stomach? How's your toilet? Except him sleeping, it's probably the most he spent is in the toilet, you know?
We fight for you, old friend.
Our lost submarine has been recovered in Alang, India. While our national property is being defiled, our most secret weapon systems are being looted. This is an emergency. Naval infantry will deploy immediately, and with them you must prevent the Americans from establishing
The toilet.
support will not come easily.
I'm sorry, man. You haven't been feeling good. Yeah, you got me all worried, dude. I can't believe you got all sick like that. It says controller. I haven't. I don't know how the PlayStation controller works. It's not like Xbox. You can't like take out rechargeable ones or batteries or anything. It's just a built-in like a battery thing. But mine's always plugged in. I always have mine wired. But technically, I am playing wireless. Mine is just plugged into my PC, so it's always charged. But I have it plugged in my PC so you can see, you know, so I can have the controller cam going. But I'm technically playing wireless. You really think about it, but the delay isn't noticeable. Do you think you're going to be better for Thursday, DJ? For the Battlefield beta? That might make you feel better. You know, some say that there's people out there still asking for beta codes. The best AR for this game? Oh, loads, man, loads. I made dozens of videos of all the assault rifles, but for me it probably has to be the AK. Yeah, I had people from our last stream, they was asking for a beta code, and I was like, dude, it's been out for 2 days, it's ending today. They're like, what? Oh, chat. Yeah, the AK-24. But as I said, I got tons of videos, so many videos on the assault rifles. So if you need anything more information wise or builds and all that, just search on YouTube, you'll find me. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now is the RM68. This used to be a goat of a weapon. But I think once they added spread, it's not the same. Oh damn, you gotta go to the ER? Jeez, man. Well, please keep us posted, DJ, because you got me all worried, dude. It's not like you to get all sick. If you're sick, I know you're sick. Well, perfect place to be, man. I've done 4+ years of this game, pretty much. So I have everything on this game. And that's a fact. That's the fact. I have everything on this game. Yeah, all my weapons are maxed out. Look, right here, every single one of them. Even the pistols, everything, the entire thing. Every gun is maxed out. All tiered 1. each gun, you need to tier 1 the weapon, you need 1,200 kills. Offers again, sorry guys. No, you're all good, man. You don't apologize. But you do look like you're under the weather, JP. You might have to take some time off during the weekend, dude. You know what I mean? I think Thursday and Friday, you're looking pretty poorly to, you know, you're looking pretty poorly, dude. You might have to take some time off on Thursday and Friday. Neo, you excited to tier 1 all the guns again? I don't know if I'm going to do it again. Because it's like... I did it in this game, and it was just like... You know? Woo! Yeah! So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I want to use weapons I want to use. There was a lot of guns I just never touched ever again. Like, I haven't touched any other weapons. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of weapons I've never touched since I maxed them out. But I don't know. Hey, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so I don't know. Because like, even in Battlefield 6, there's going to be a lot of guns I'm probably just never going to use. And I have to like force myself to use them. Because I went out of my way to use a lot of them weapons. So like the Deagle, the M44 Magnum, I went to hardcore. So I used a 4x scope and I basically just sniped people with a pistol. I did the same for the DMRs, the GVT sniper. It was just very easy to tier 1 them in the hardcore side. But I had to go out of my way to do all of that. There's so many weapons I didn't really want to use, but I just want to tier 1 them. I don't think I want to do all that again. My favorite in Battlefield 6 beta, probably the M4A1. It was probably the most consistent, but I think the MVO probably took that. I think like the last 2 days of the beta, the MVO was really growing on me. That's a good gun. But I only had so much time, you know, to play the beta, because, you know, limited and all that. So there's only so much I could really get used to, you know. I went with like the M433, that was a nice gun. But I do feel like the MVO was probably a lot more better. I can't remember what the other gun was. That was nice too. The B something. I don't know. But, yeah, it probably has to be the MVO. I wasn't too crazy about the SMGs. Like, it wasn't like it was terrible, but I think the carbines and ARs was more of my go-to. I think they're probably going to be my group of weapons I want to use. So yeah, Grace, the MVO was good. Yeah, it was very good. It was just a heavy hitter.
Our troops have struck Delta 2.
But yeah, man, like, dude, the fact is we had to wait like 3 days, and these 3 days have felt so long. I'm not gonna lie with you, I'm kind of dreading September. That's what I want to do this streamathon, man, so I can kind of cover myself through September. Because, dude, I don't even know what the freak to make or do during that time. I know we got Delta Force console, but there's only so much you can do with Delta Force, you know what I mean? And the only thing that really added, except the console stuff, is a new weapon. What's been early access for a month in the extraction side was wild. But yeah, really not that much going on through September. I just gotta wait until this bloody Battlefield comes out. That's the hardest thing about a beta when it comes out, is that you have so much fun with it, and it's like you get a small taste of the game, and then you have to like wait for super long. But then I'm okay with that though, because like when a beta comes out, you know, and knowing that it's going to be about 1.5 to 2 months, at least you know a lot's going to change to get worked on and fixed. You know, if you play a beta and it's really buggy and you're like, wow, this game comes out in 2 weeks, then that's pretty concerning, because what can you really fix in 2 weeks? You know what I mean? So I'm glad that they have plenty of time for beta to launch. It's just, it's really hard to play or even do anything, you know what I mean, when you're really just enjoying that one game, you know?
Hostiles now control Echo Sector.
The post in the chat about COD thinking they're too big to fail. Well, they are. They're really, like, Call of Duty is huge, you know, even through Call of Duty's worst point, because they already had their worst point. And honestly, even if something was even, like, worse to that, it can't be as bad as what it was before. You know, around, like, the Infinity War days and stuff, people were so sick and tired of COD, because COD was just the same crap, what it was every year, what it is now. But it was all the futuristic stuff. People were sick and tired of futuristic. Battlefield 1 came along, finally offered that World War experience. So they already kind of had that drop as it is. But there's more people over the years, you know, decades, where more people play games now. So it's like, it's going to be nowhere near as bad as it used to be. You know, at the end of the day, whatever's going on Call of Duty, Battlefield truly isn't going to affect it, if that makes sense. Like, yes, like, a lot of people could probably come from COD to Battlefield and stuff like that, but, you know, with Call of Duty, you can't be like, oh yeah, because of Battlefield is what made Call of Duty fail, because that isn't the case at all. Call of Duty made Call of Duty failed. You know, just like how Battlefield done with their last titles, you know what I mean? Like, they can't blame... Just like how, you remember that EA guy when 2042 came out and they blamed Halo? They was like, oh yeah, because of Halo's launch and stuff, and they blamed it because of that. You know, you can't blame others because of their games doing better. And that's the thing, like, there is no excuse for Call of Duty to fail. It's a AAA studio owned by Activision. Activision owned by Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if Call of Duty fails, then it's Call of Duty's fault. Maybe if they start focusing on content instead of some wacky skins, you know, it might be helping out a bit. But that's like the issue with Delta Force. You know, Delta Force is so focused on their skins that they don't want to fix any problems. You know, they got an aimbot tank, they got an operator who has basically war hacks, and they do nothing about it. You know, where every 3 months they release one map, and that's it. Yeah, it is another game's success for them to be failed. It's just them lot failing on their own game. Battlefield 1's a nice game. It lived for its time. You know what I mean? I think the point when people wanted a World War shooter, they got it. And it definitely did offer that environment and that feel to it of like a war game. No, Battlefield doesn't need kill streaks, because what does kill streaks offer? Dude, You are the kill streak. You know what I mean? Why do you need to get a kill streak? You are the kill streak. Get a jet. Fly it. Do some strafe runs. Take out the sea area and with your jet or your chopper. You know what I mean? The game doesn't need kill streaks because you are the kill streak. You know, have a good time with a tank. You know what I mean? That's right there. You are the kill streak. It's only if your teammates want to help you out and repair you. Because it's teamwork. Because that's what Battlefield's about. Kill streaks is a solo thing. You get benefited because you are the ones who streaked. And then all the people who didn't do good in the game or did nothing for you, they get rewarded too. Because you're the one who's doing what, you're the one who's carrying the game. You know, it needs to be a team balance. Yeah, kill streaks should never be a thing in Battlefield. I wasn't even crazy with like Battlefield 5's like score stuff, like dropping like a V1 bomb. I didn't feel like that was necessary.
Enemy spotted!
They have full control of Delta sector. Nearly every sector is under our control. Good work.
Yeah, I love team gameplay. Yeah, it's so important, team play, man. It really is. I think over the weekend, I think me and my squad proved that how important teamwork was. You know, it was like what our like second last game, man. We had an incredible, absolutely incredible comeback. We had like 80 tickets and they had like 400, and we twisted that around and we took the W. And we had 15 points left. We was locked in, the comms were there, it was the right method. I was in the jet doing some strafe runs. I had my friend Smokey, who was the engineer, and he had a stinger, so if I got in any trouble by any other jets or vehicles, you know, he would take them down, you know, cover my ass from the ground. He would ping the vehicle so I could come in and do some runs and drop some bombs. You know what I mean? Like it was great. It was a perfect group.
Run me on the ground! You're going to be okay.
No, there is definitely an issue with the sniping. I wouldn't say sniping itself is a problem. They obviously don't need sweet spot. That's pretty obvious. We don't need sweet spot. We don't need it. Right, first off. Second off, there needs to be a bullet drop for the snipers. There's got to be. Them bullets shot way too straight. I think for 200 meters and I'm shooting dead on the head and still hitting them is wild. You know, there needs to be some nice bullet drop. That's what like made the skill of sniping. But yeah, there needs to be some sort of bullet drop with snipers. But sniping itself, it wasn't too bad. I want to take a zip line, you don't wanna. Oh, big guy behind me. So what gun are you using? The RM68 right now. I think I might switch it up in a minute.
They now control Charlie sector.
Farming for me, XP was the engineer. Just hanging out with the vehicles, staying behind them. The enemies will just put a bunch of rockets at them. I do hope that they fix the spawns with Battlefield 6 because, like, I had so much fun on Conquest, but there was times where you could easily get spawn trapped. And then once they got you on the spawn trap, there really wasn't anything you can do. Yeah, it's one thing spawning at your spawn, even if they have all the flags, but I think if that happens, they need to kind of spawn you a little bit other areas around the map. Like flip spawns, that makes sense. Where you spawn behind them, if that happens. to stop like spawn traps. Because you could easily get spawn trapped on Conquest. So that viral clip, that person cheated. Oh no, that person's 100% legit. 100%. I already said about it, like not in like a rude way or anything. But like, yeah, of course, the person's pretty good at aiming. I'm not going to discourage them about that. They can clearly aim and all that. But I think the big issue is other people from outside the Battlefield scene. Because if you're already a part of the Battlefield scene, then that footage, what you saw on Twitter, was pretty average. Actually, I wouldn't say pretty average. It was average, right? Because if you've already seen plenty of people like Enders, Focus, Baronox, like there is a lot of people in the Battlefield scene that have aims like that, but just cleaner, really, you know, consistent. You know what I mean? Just way more, just chop, you know, faster and everything. Now that person was definitely 100% legit, 100%, because that person still had flaws in their style playing. You can see with some of the flex that he or she, I don't freaking know, has got that anime thing. But yeah, you know what I mean? You can see some of it look pretty average. Yeah, I don't know why or how that person got banned. It must have been like a mass report thing, because the clip went viral and everything like that. But yeah, that person wasn't cheating. Definitely not. Pretty incredible what a mouse can do. Yeah, now you understand why we got aim assist. I know it's a whole big argument and everything about, you know, keyboard and mouse or, you know, aim assist and control and stuff, but then you see gameplay like that and you're just like, well, you know what I mean? Because it's just like stuff like that is physically like uncomparable. You can't do that on controller. Like you see some people who can do it, but like they also never show off their stats. You know what I mean? They're like, look guys, I can flick onto 3 enemies. Congratulations, you did that after 30 deaths. And honestly, that's how most of them flick people are. You know, they show off like, look at this cool flick movement I did. Yet they would like bottom the leaderboard. You know? You know, like, for a Battlefield guy, you know, it looks cool, good and all and everything, but what are you really doing for your team? It's just an impressive skill thing. That's what it is. But, you know, like the average Joe who plays on PC can be pretty comfortable at what they do without playing in that style. You don't have to play like that. It's just a way people want to show off their aim. You know? A lot of people are really in depth with stuff. But as I said, I think it's a lot of it is a COD thing more than anything. Because on the PC side, there's a lot of people who play like that. Maybe it's a Battlefield thing, I don't know. But I did see that Enders made a video about it, so we probably have to check that out at some point. Tomorrow, what I was going to do was go over all the Battlefield stuff. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to cover all the Battlefield stuff. I want to see what people's opinions are with the game. I want to see some streaks highlights, you know, see how people played.
The city of Doha has been evacuated in response to
Yeah, so tomorrow's stream, it's basically just Battlefield. We're just chilling, just going over Battlefield 6 stuff. So Shroud? Oh yeah, Shroud, see, he's like the OG, man. He's been around for time. Most people look at Shroud as like the best. Well, he was a Counter-Strike pro. Anyway, we used to be. For like, what, Cloud9 or something? But yeah, people usually say he's like one of the best FPS keyboard and mouse players. He did a similar thing how Scumpy did it. Just retired and then just play whatever games he wants to. But Shroud is really nice to watch, man. You can watch him play that, like, any game and he'll do well. I was watching him do some Battlefield 6 and he was doing really well on it. You know, when you're a professional player for basically most of your life, it just kind of stays with you. Fight me, Pindaz. I eat you for breakfast. Hey, Dan the man, how you doing, bud? So you done some Rondo Souk stuff then, Pindaz? You hit a couple? I know you was having some issues getting the record and stuff. It must be an Xbox thing, because on PlayStation you can do it all. It's sweating, very warm. Oh yeah, I bet, man. It is pretty hot. Oh, I said fight me. I eat you for breakfast. But then after that, I said I saw that you hit a couple of like Rondo Souks and stuff. But I said it must be an Xbox problem where you can't record. Because on PlayStation you can. Dude, we gotta get you hooked up with like a laptop or PC. Or you could just move to the States and live with me. The US is so much cooler anyway. We have guns here. Nice, nice. Oh, what? He survived that? Oh, I tried to hit the button in time. Hey, thank you for the likes, everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Wow, we had a lot of people come into the stream. So not recorded. How did you record them anyway? It looks like you did it from your phone. Yes, that as well, DJ. I just can't really mention out too much on YouTube. It's not the best part of it, though. It really is, dude. Dude, that's like such a cool thing. It's like legalized here. Like, I honestly think to myself, right, I'm like, oh my god, imagine I go back to UK. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, you know? Or like I freak out.
Enemy just secured Bravo sector.
Guy Ghost, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Just playing some Battlefield. One of us. One of us. I think it's time for assault rifle change. What do you think?
Enemy just secured Echo sector.
Oh man, I'm hot. It is hot, bro. Oh my goodness. I'm hot. Very, very hot.
Bravo sector is held by our troops.
Our strategy is working. We now control more sectors than the enemy.
Yeah, it's been so hot like the last couple of days. It's really came into the house. Yeah, I thought I'd put out a sniper a little bit. Blood mid-90s, yeah, that's what we're kind of at. Damn, I couldn't get him. Really want to be in that position though. Oh, get off me. Teammate tank.
That's one down.
Hostile activity on one of our objectives.
Dude, for me, right now, the temperature inside my house is 75. It's usually fine when it's like high 90s because it slowly comes in and it'll cool down for the night. But it's been like mid 70s. So it's just been like, the heat has just increased more and more in the house. It's gross. It was like 77 yesterday inside.
Foxtrot sector is controlled by the enemy.
It's supposed to cool down tonight and the next couple of days it's supposed to. Yeah, so Thursday morning it's going to be nice and chilly, so that's good.
They have more sectors.
28, that's gross, dude. Dude's getting a tan just being inside. Dude, it's barely anyone to bloody snipe. I'm looking for him. Yeah, I got an AC. It's just hot. Oh, my bad. Oh, come on. I like overshot it. I thought he was going to keep running, but he just stopped. And then as soon as he stopped it, that's when I shot. And then he goes to shoots me. Hey, thank you for the sub.
Let's go hit us and we're dead.
So torching yourself, go back to 2042. It's just for today. Yeah, I already got tomorrow's stream planned out, what I'm going to be doing. We're really just going to be kind of just chilling, going over Battlefield content. That's what we're basically doing for tomorrow's stream. And then through September, I'll probably just do Delta Force. That's what I'll probably just do.
Bravo 1 is
Hold on, reloading.
I'm not gonna lie though. Since playing Battlefield 6 and then going back to 2042, it's rough.
Charlie sector has been secured by
It's been a while, Neon, so enjoying your Battlefield 6 content, so I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How about you?
Our enemy controls.
I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the streams.
What's that bit? 200 meters.
You see what I mean? Like, this game has, like, bullet drop. You can see that. Where you actually have to shoot from, like, a long range, you know? What's that? Ugh.
في ammunition هنا.
So bloody open. It is pretty crazy to play this game though, you know? Because like I kind of scratch my head a little bit and just be like, how is this Battlefield, you know? Like it's so rough to play this game now. I hope that is bugged in Battlefield 6 because the sniping in that game, it has like no bullet velocity at all. None. Yeah, you could just like shoot straight and hit someone.
US forces have captured Delta sector.
I'm kind of done with sniping. Game's already annoying me.
Grenade out. Fire!
Yeah, this game is so ass. Yeah, it's so obvious, man. Once Battlefield 6 comes out, like, no one's gonna play this game. 'Cause it doesn't even feel like Battlefield.
Grenade, get back!
Now, we have Delta Force coming out on the 19th. So I'm going to be playing Delta Force on console. And we're probably going to be just doing that game for the whole month until Battlefield comes out. Dude, the grind's going to be so good, though. I really, really cannot wait for Battlefield. I truly can. I had so much fun with the beta. And the fact is, like, how fun the beta was, like, dude, the launch is gonna be just good. Like, if that's the beta, you know it's gonna be good. Because, like, when it came to the beta of this game, like, my one thing I was, like, saying to myself, like, well, it's a beta, you know? But I didn't realize that that beta was basically identical to the launch. So the fact is that that beta was a really good one for Battlefield 6, so you know the launch is going to be some sort of decent, even if it has issues. But the studio they have and all that, you can tell a lot of work's been put into it. A lot of work.
We are nearly out of resources. End it quickly.
bum, bum. Now, Battlefield 4's launch was a nightmare. I didn't play the game for like a year because it was just that bad. It did good, but honestly, I think that what made Battlefield 4 good was its DLC. It does some really good DLCs. But them DLCs, they was all worked around with LA, DICE LA. Just downloaded Battlefield 5 back. That's how so much fun in that game.
Begin evacuating NOPAD forces. No use staying now.
Same as I had Battlefield 4 first year. Yeah, it was just such a bad launch. It really was. Like, obviously the CTE helped a lot, but I didn't really get too involved with the CTE because I just didn't care. I went back to COD at that point. But like after a while, it got good. It really did, and that's what I said. I remember going back to it for whatever reason, I don't know. And I played it and I was like, wow, this is really fun. And it felt like a whole new game. And obviously back then, you know, it's like around like 2014, you won't hear too much like hype wise of like how everything is nowadays. So that I went back to it and I was just like, dude, this game's awesome, blah, blah, blah. To miss Battlefield 6 already. Yeah, I miss it. I miss it. Well, that's going to be it for me, guys. I'm not going to lie with you, but I ain't going to try to force myself to stream any more longer on this bloody game. It ain't going to happen, alright? Tomorrow, I already got tomorrow's stream figured out. We're going over a bunch of Battlefield 6 stuff, alright? But yeah, man, I just wanted to kind of stream today as it was, to just kind of say hello and show my face and all that, because it is a little bit of a dry spell until then. But yeah, man, this game, bro. This game. But yeah, thank you very much everyone come to the stream. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Alright, but yeah, I will be back tomorrow's stream. It should be a little bit more of a decent-ish time. That's what I'm assuming, so. And then we'll be live again at 4 in the morning on a Thursday, okay? I will be up, as I already got this game already sorted and settings wise and stuff. I'll be up like around like 3:30 in the morning. I'll be chilling, probably already streaming by then. I'll probably have a squad and stuff, and then that's when we'll be live. All right, so tomorrow we'll go over all the Battlefield 6 news, and then on Thursday we'll be going over Battlefield 6 itself, new map, hopefully new weapons too. Dude, I cannot wait. I want to slob out. Honestly, the biggest thing I'm dreading about is what are we going to do for September? You know, that's why I'm hoping that my streamathon goes well. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping so, because that's going to try to make up for September. But anyway, that's going to be it. So when we're streaming tomorrow, just covering Battlefield 6 stuff. We're just watching videos and stuff like that. And we'll see people's reviews and see what they think about the game. Because obviously, I haven't watched anyone's content. So I want to see what everyone's going on with. 4 AM Eastern Standard Time. EST. Put it in the chat. Oh, not the chat. The, put it on Google. Just put in 4 AM EST and then put your time zone. Anyway, I'm going to leave. All right? Take care. Lots of love. I love you all. Say it back. Say you love me. Love you, JP. My dogs love you, Pindas. Love you, Optic.